In Altena, the kingdom of magicians, the true queen's magic was all that kept the freezing temperatures of the surrounding snowy lands at bay. But as the mana of the world grew weaker, so did her power. Bit by bit, the ice and cold began to encroach on the castle.
Citizens, we all feel the magic draining from the land as mana weakens. For our mighty kingdom of Altena, this is of grave concern. We shall not sit idly while our country crumbles. No, we must open the forbidden portal to the sanctuary of mana, and then we can obtain the Sword of Mana.
I thought that was
True Queen.
Be still. Legend says the portal to the Sanctuary of Mana only appears after activating the Mana Stones throughout the world. Obviously, no country would willingly give up a precious Mana Stone, so we expect a certain amount of resistance. We shall muster our strength and take the Mana Stones by force. Our true queen will obtain the Sword of Mana to rule her magic empire.
Long live the true queen! Glory to Altena!
Oh, come on, Jose! Please.
Hush! No need to shout, Your Highness. Honestly, you know, I used to be the sharpest of the great magic users in the Altenish court.
Oh, hang on. I do not need another trip down your winding memory lane. Just teach me the rest of yesterday's lesson.
I've told you time and time again, you cannot use magic simply by learning the steps. Your magic has not manifested because you rely on form instead of spirit.
Oh, please, not another lecture. Fine, I just won't ask for lessons anymore then. Take that.
Oh, this child.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Angela.
Look, there's Victor. Hey, Victor! Hey!
Oh, morning, Your Highness. Have you finished your magic lessons already? You know Jose complains to me whenever you skip lessons, right? But please consider my plight next time, Your Highness.
Angela, princess and heir to the throne of Altena. With a heavy burden dogging her steps, Angela grew up fatherless in the shadow of her mother's royal duties. Her childhood was extremely lonely. Instead of affection from her mother, it seemed all she received were scoldings. Though she knew that the queen had important responsibilities that kept the two from playing, that knowledge didn't stop Angela's frustrated tears. Starved for attention, the princess grew into a rebellious youth. She often acted out, playing pranks on members of the court. Though Angela became a renowned beauty, much like her mother, she remained woefully unable to wield the magic power of her bloodline. That lack of talent was never far from her mind.
Ugh, I am so bored. Why does nothing ever happen around here?
Alright, so here we got the plot line of the Crimson Wizard through Angela's eyes. The game's overall narrative is broken up into 3 stories. You got the Crimson Wizard plotline, which is Angela and Duran, and then the other 4 characters have their own plotlines, with Hawkeye sharing a plotline with Reese, and Kevin sharing a plotline with Charlotte. That's how the game's story works. Certain characters share a dyad with each other. In this case, it's Angela and Duran. You just stole Clement's farewell words. You fucking thief! But anyway, Angela here is your basic black mage. She's very squishy and she can die very quickly if you're not careful, but she has very high magic potential. But it takes her a while to learn any sort of magic in this game. So you're gonna be ass out for a while. But she's not completely useless without her magic. She's still got her wooden staff, which does very little damage, but it still gets the job done. In fact, in terms of melee damage output, Angela is pretty much the weakest character in the game in that regard. But no matter, Angela's got other assets that will help her out during combat. Oh god, I did not mean to make it sound that promiscuous. Oh god, it sounded better in my head. Ah shit, this is what happens when I barely script videos. But yeah, Angela, she's a bit of a rebel. She's kind of annoying. Character-wise, I think she's a cool character, but she can rub some people the wrong way. I think it's the voice acting that's throwing everything off. She's going for a Valley Girl totally Spies-esque voice, and I don't think it fits the character of Angela too well. Especially since we're in a snowy environment. Like, what Valley Girl is gonna be here? It's a weird juxtaposition. Oh yeah, every time Angela jumps or dodge rolls, she makes this weird squeaking sound, and I think that's also what annoys people. This is a weird eek sound every time she rolls or jumps. Yeah, that's not the cool thing about Angela. Nobody likes that. I don't even like it. Anyway, who else do I need to talk to? Are you in here? Yes, you are.
The Crimson Wizard is training the mages harder than ever. I heard some were injured, but I suppose that's one of the dangers of war. I'm not sure, but the Crimson Wizard might be as powerful as Her Majesty the Queen now.
Oh, there you are! Your Highness, the Queen and her advisor have called for you. I will wait for you in the gardens. Now is not the time to dawdle.
Please hurry, Your Highness.
See, like, that voice probably would have fitted Angela better than the Valley Girl accent. It's a Scottish-Irish type voice. But then again, Victor doesn't even really sound Irish or Scottish. So what is going on here?
This is urgent. Her Majesty is preparing our troops to invade Velsena across the sea. You must go to her, Your Highness.
I like the song that plays here. I forgot what it's called though. I think it's called... Damn, what is the song called?
Your Majesty, I believe you sent for me?
Angela, allow me to explain. As you know, we must control the Mana Stones to gain access to the sanctuary. That is the reason for our invasion. Legend says if we activate the energy of the Mana Stones in the world, the portal will open. And we don't question legend. We shall begin with the Altenish Mana Stone.
How will you do that?
We will use a forbidden magic spell, outlawed because it takes the life of the enchanter in exchange for that mana energy. However, my associate and I are too important for this sacrifice. If we use your body as a vessel for that cursed magic, your death would act as the catalyst we need to release the Mana Stone's true power.
But Mother!
You've been a useless blight on my lineage for far too long. To think that my daughter could be so weak and powerless. Under these circumstances, Sacrificing yourself for the spell is the most fitting end for my heir. Now come, my child.
No!
She's gone.
Where? I'm outside the castle. But why would my mother? I can't return, but I have no idea what to do now. Wasn't there a village to the east? That might be my only option at this point.
If the parents aren't dead, then they're assholes in this game. Angela's got the shitty end of the stick in that regard. But anyway, the waypoint marker is pointing us to the east, where there should be a town. And we're in the clothes that we're wearing right now, we're probably gonna freeze to death. I don't know, hopefully the game bends the laws of physics and nature to the point where fantasy clothing actually protects us from the frostbite. And she's got gloves, she'll be fine, at least her hands are warm. But here, the enemy of this region, or one of the enemies, is the Seiken, which is actually kind of dangerous for Angela because Angela's slow and kind of weak, and the Seiken does a ton of damage. Each character does have access to a special attack after you build up the CS bar. It's going to be the blue diamond shape underneath your HUD.
I actually won. I think.
Well, if you think so, Angela, then I like to think so too. Anyway, we got more rabbis in this region. It's kind of a weird place for rabbis to be. But wait, weren't there rabbis in the snow area in Secret of Mana too? Or at least a palette swap version of the rabbite enemies? I'm not quite sure. I have to play Secret of Mana again. Anyway, you do have combos in this game. Your repel attack, or the knockback attack, is going to be square triangle. And then your area attack, as it's called, is going to be square square triangle. If you want to knock down enemies quickly, just use the repel attack. In Angie's case, her repel attack has her leap into the air slightly and bring her cane down on enemies. Yeah, no, like I said before, not the best attacker in the world, but when she gets her magic abilities, oh boy. She is pretty much God mode after that point. Well, let me rephrase that. If you're playing as Angie, then you're God mode, because the computer AI controlling the characters sucks in this game. Anyway, I'm gonna do something here. Yeah, Holy Bolt's the next skill I can obtain, but I don't have the elemental for that. Yeah, and it's in spirit, so I'm just gonna put my skills into intellect for now. That way I could do more damage with magic I don't have yet. But when I do get it, then the magical damage is there from the start. Thank you, Angela, for that riveting reaction to the enemy, and... oh, where'd the rabbite come from? Yeah, like I said before, the voice acting in this game is very, very hit or miss. Oh, we haven't even got to Charlotte yet. Oh boy. Yeah, Charlotte is one-of-a-kind voice acting. I'm not sure if anybody could replicate her, but again, what the hell is this voice acting? And I don't know how the voices sound in Japanese. I'm gonna say much of the same, but except it's in Japanese, so I'm not even gonna bother. That's an area I'm gonna go into later on in the LP. I don't need to go there right now. Yeah, beat his ass, beat his ass! Again, that repel attack, you just knock enemies to the floor and you just continue to wail on them. They're pretty much useless on the ground. Anyway, one thing I noticed about the game's snow is that it's not actually snow in the environment. It's a filter of snow overlaid on the screen. I didn't notice this while I was playing the game for the recording because I was playing the game and focused on killing the enemies, but now that I'm actually watching this back in post, yeah, the snow is fake. It's not actually falling from the sky. I would call this lazy, but then again, snow is a very, very hard object to animate in video games. I think the only game that did this right was Miles Morales.
Too cold. I can't take another step. I want to go home. Please, Mother. Please.
Is Obi-Wan gonna tell me to go to Dagobah for some training?
Where am I?
Okay. I can't believe the music just cut out like that. The game was made on a budget of a ham sandwich.
Good, you're awake. My daughter found you in the snowfields. We brought you back to Ulrent. Please rest until you feel well. Cheery, look! Our guest woke up.
Yay! Can I play with her? Huh? Can I?
No, don't bother her. But I'll play with you.
Yay!
Voice acting is so stilted. Okay, I'm done laughing. But anyway, Angela was saved by Cheery, the real protagonist of this game. She's a good girl. She'll give you an item for later on when you revisit her. It's gonna be a special perk only unique to Angela, I think. Even though I think other characters can... No, I think Angela can only equip it. Never mind. Let's get out of this house. Oh wait, I haven't talked to the old lady yet. What does she have to say? When's dinner? It's only like 10 a.m., lady. You're worried about dinner now?
I think I'll go for a walk to boost my mood.
Just don't freeze to death again, Angie. You don't want to be saved by a little girl twice in one day. That would be super embarrassing. But the waypoint marker is pointing us to this inn. We got another girl that's palette swap of Cheery, and even Cheery's a palette swap of little girl Angela. Even in 2020, games were limited for some reason. I blame COVID for that. Anyway, you got the magic pot in this game, and they're useful for giving you items. Some items will be useful later on for helping you promote. That's only if you get the rare question mark seeds. And yes, the game titles them as question mark seeds. So I'm gonna call them as such.
Ma'am, I don't know what to do. Please, give me guidance.
Sometimes people lose any last spark of hope and fall into the deepest despair. When that happens, you must go to Holy City Wendell and seek advice from His Eminence, the Priest of Light.
The Priest of Light?
To find your way through the darkness of despair, you will need a guiding light. Go to Wendell, child. That is your fate.
Huh? Come on! This fraud told me the same thing. Go to Wendell or whatever. All I asked was whether my next child was going to be a boy or a girl.
Huh, so we are going to Dagobah. Damn!
Holy City Wendell, huh? I don't know what awaits me there, but I guess it's bound to be better than getting caught here in my own kingdom. I'll go. I mean, nothing could possibly be worse than staying cooped up in the castle. And if I learn how to handle my magic, maybe my mother will welcome me back. There's a chance, at least.
Heart heavy with the Queen's rejection, Angela left Altena as a wanted criminal with a price on her head.